Hello everyone and welcome to Holistic Healing with Deepshikha. Of late I've noticed that it's become a norm to be joking about men and women and how the nature of both these sexes is. Women are normally associated with nagging, being unhappy and such like things. Whereas the men are spoken about being chauvinistic, insensitive and wanting to control everything. Unfortunately, this is how everyone or most people seem to be talking about men and women and everything connected to them, be it relationships or situations. In fact, this is how it's also being projected in the media. And seeing this makes me wonder, what is it that we are teaching our younger generations on how to perceive each other? It also makes me wonder, how are we ever going to be able to look at each other with respect and appreciate each other? I recently read a quote that said, men need to sit with men who have healed perceptives of women. Women need to sit with women who have healed perceptives of men. The conversations are different, the energy is different, the love, appreciation, and respect are different. And that's what got me thinking. I would often get annoyed or irritated when certain typical kind of jokes would be made about men or women, and when I read this quote, I realized the truth that it holds. Isn't everything in life about how we perceive things? Isn't how we see things a reflection of us? Aren't our ideas and perceptions derived from our experiences and what we choose to learn from them and carry with us? Also, if you pay close attention to your words, you will realize what you need to heal or the kind of experiences that you're carrying. And what do you do once you have paid attention? You heal. You confront the past traumas, societal expectations, and internalized beliefs. Healing is not a destination, but a continuous journey of self-discovery and growth. It's about embracing vulnerability, practicing self-compassion, and cultivating resilience. There's a saying that says, if you don't heal what hurt you, you will bleed on people who didn't cut you. And doesn't this trend of putting the other gender in a box of instructions and expecting the worst from the other show the same? Now, what is a healed man or a woman if healing is a journey? I would say anyone is a healed version of themselves when they are open to change, growth and self-development. A healed man could be someone who is okay with emotions and has a deep understanding of himself. He has been able to let go of the traditional masculinity that often emphasizes on dominance and emotional suppression and sees vulnerability as a weakness. However, the healed man recognizes that vulnerability is a strength and not a weakness. By acknowledging his emotions, he fosters healthier relationships and a more authentic existence. The healed man also understands the importance of mental and emotional well-being. He seeks support when needed and encourages others to do the same. In relationships, he practices empathy and active listening, creating a safe space for open communication. This shift from dominance to partnership transforms the dynamics in personal and professional relationships, promoting equality and mutual respect. A healed woman, on the other hand, would be someone who has navigated the societal pressures and stereotypes that dictate her worth and behavior. She reclaims her narrative, breaking free from the limitations imposed by traditional femininity. A healed woman recognizes her inherent worth and refuses to conform to unrealistic standards of beauty, success, and behavior. She practices self-love and self-care, understanding that her needs and desires are valid. In relationships, a healed woman sets healthy boundaries and communicates her expectations clearly. She values her independence while also cherishing the interdependence that healthy relationships offer. By embracing her authentic self, she becomes a beacon of strength, compassion, and wisdom. Now, these are, of course, some of the things that one can think of. The healing journey for us humans is, of course, endless and different for each of us. When two people meet who are open to seeing all aspects of themselves and making space for all versions of themselves, it leads to transformative partnerships, be it professional or personal relationships. Because in these relationships, both individuals bring their whole, healed selves to the table. They support each other's growth, celebrate each other's successes, and navigate challenges with mutual respect and understanding. A healed relationship is built on a foundation of trust, honesty, and vulnerability. Both partners are committed to continuous personal and mutual growth. They understand that conflicts are opportunities for deeper understanding and connection, rather than threats to their bond. By nurturing their healed selves, they create a relationship that is dynamic, resilient, and fulfilling. This has an impact not just on our personal lives but also on the society as a whole. Traditional gender roles and expectations begin to dissolve, making way for more inclusive and equitable interactions. Workplaces become more collaborative and compassionate, with mental health and well being prioritized alongside productivity. Communities benefit from the contributions of healed individuals who are more empathetic, proactive, and engaged. As the children also grow up in environments that allows them to explore the very nature of human beings instead of expecting them to walk a long list of do's and don'ts and expectations. The collective healing of individuals contributes to a more harmonious, understanding, and a just society. And when we know better, we do better, we show up better. The journey to becoming healed versions of ourselves as men and women is challenging, but immensely rewarding. Remember that though the self-healing work is something that you have to undertake, but that doesn't mean that you have to do it alone. Let the first step be to acknowledge that you need support in your journey and then reach out for that help. Let it feel scary, but also know that the universe helps those who are brave enough to take the final step. And with this, I come to the end of this episode. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please do subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Until next time, stay mindful and keep growing. Thank you.